Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin, where you find me at the new Cow Island farm here, which is looking good. We will need to keep feeding them, keep on top of the water and the feed though, and obviously last episode I got my tanker, or our tanker, stuck in the river again. So we're going to try it with the Ford this time. I tried with the John Deere last episode and couldn't pull it out, didn't have enough traction or power to get it out. We're just going to see if the Ford's any better. If not, possibly might be able to, with two of us, get it out with one on the front loader or the telehandler on the other side of the river, possibly. Let's just see if this will do it though. Not looking too good. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it out with one person. Well, it's moving there, but yeah, it just gets to that ridge and I think it just gets stuck. I think it's grounding out on that bit there with the legs, where the legs are hitting the ground, I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, my foot is flat to the floor on the pedal and I can't move it with this tractor either, so just wondering whether with the telehandler as well we might be able to do it, I'm not sure. The telehandler is only just here, so it's worth a try. Is this still running? Hay and straw. We haven't got any silage in there though, by the looks of it. So I'll put some more silage in there. There's two silage bales already here, so they can go in. More lag spikes. I wish multiplayer wasn't so laggy. I suppose it is my internet as well, but it'd be nice to have it so that it wasn't laggy. Okay, so let's just go over here and just see if we can reach it from this side. I don't want to be putting the telehandler in the river, that's the only trouble. We probably end up in a worse situation because it is quite a long way out. Probably not going to reach it, I don't think. See how long this boom is. I don't think it's going to quite reach. I just don't want to get the telehandler stuck as well. Oh no, it's just pushing me back. I don't think it's going to work. Daggerwin's going to get on the tractor. Is he driving? Yeah, he is. So yeah, even with two vehicles, it's not coming out, I don't think. That's annoying. We may have to recess it then, I think. So Daggerwin said he's going to try and empty it. I didn't actually know you could empty it, but you can apparently, so wow, that's made a difference. Yeah, so if you empty it, it will work. It will get out. So what we need to do is either build a ramp or a placeable water fill point. I think would probably be the best way to go on that. So, yeah, we don't want to keep getting it stuck all the time. Possibly if we only half filled it from the river, it would work. Daggerwin's going to try and create a shallow bank. Yeah, so I guess we don't have a water fill point on the server at the moment. It's a good idea though to get one in the future. Not even sure where it would be, but I don't think we have one. Would that work? Is that water tank? I don't know. Is that a fill point for water? Trouble is we'd have to pay for that. Yeah, we're going to be paying for it, we'll get it for free. That's for the greenhouse. So yeah, I think Daggerwin can create a shallow bank, that would probably be the best thing for today, and then maybe in the future we'll get a placeable water fill point. Yeah, so we'll leave that for now. We'll just see if there's any more TMR to feed to the cows. Oh, we should get some more silage bales as well. I'll do that. I'll get some silage bales. These are just over here, so not too far to go. I think eventually we'll be stocking the bales on the other side of the river, near the cows, and then we'll have to keep travelling across here to get them. Because even though it's not that far to go, it just slows you down a bit if you have to keep going across to get them. So we'll have another 3 bales. These can go into the TMR mixer. There's a bit of a bump though. Not normally a problem, but when you've got a lot of weight on the front of the telehandler, it certainly feels it. So yeah, that will keep this mixer going. We don't have any hay here though, do we? So we're going to have to get some more hay baled, or bring some over from the sheep farm. Oh, so the sun's got in there, so it must still be running. What's it doing? Yeah, it's still working. Probably could do with another straw bale as well. So we'll put some more straw in. These will be quite big bales, 7,500 litres. You can get up to 11,000 litre round bales as well. Not with the bale we've got, I don't think. Right, so the only thing it's going to need now is the hay. It's still okay for hay, but it could do with some more soon. So yeah, we're just going to keep on top of it basically. Right, so I'll jump into this tractor now and just make sure that the cows have got enough feed. Back under the elevator on the mixer. I'm not sure if Daggerwin's already done this today or not. We'll see how much is in there. Ah yes, he has, clearly, because there's only 4,000 litres in there, just under 5,000 litres in there, so... Oh, we've got a field ready to harvest, that's the sunflower field. So chickens are fine, sheep are fine. Cows have got 58,000 litres, so that is not too bad. Milk production has begun. We've got nearly 3,000 litres of milk. We will need to use our big tanker for the milk as well, actually, so we don't want to empty the water. We want to make sure that the water is emptied out to be able to sell the milk. Daggerwin's just returning with another load. So I think while he's doing that, I will go to the combine, which is here. We'll need the corn header for the sunflowers, and we'll go and harvest that sunflower field. We also have that field up here on the hill, which needs drilling again. So we maybe should have done that first. Should we do that first? Well, I think I'll make a start with the combine. I can always put it on a helper. We should be able to get both jobs done today. So yeah, I'll go and I'll start that sunflower harvest. Okay, so we've started the harvest here. I've done the headlands. I'm just working at the top end, and I've got the helper taking over now. I'll just go and unload the combine because it'll be nearly full again, and then we'll take this to the oil mill. I've also remembered we've got the soybeans and the furniture to sell today. June is the best month to sell both of those things, so we definitely need to get that done. Unfortunately, we've got 2 fields of soybeans growing and they're not going to be ready today, which is a shame, which means we're going to lose out again on the best price. So we either have to store them until next June, so which is 12 months, or we sell them at a slightly reduced price. I'm not sure yet. Depends how we're doing on the money. But yeah, we can certainly get what we've already got in storage sold, which is still about 30,000 litres, I think. So I can actually do that while I'm waiting for the combine to refill. It's fairly slow to refill actually, so what I'll do, I'll take this to the oil mill and then immediately refill from the silo and sell the soybean. This might even fill the trailer, it's almost there. 97% by the looks of it, so nearly got there, nearly a full load. So yeah, it's going to be 2 loads of soybeans to sell with this trailer. I think there's about 32,000 litres of soybeans in storage, something like that. So yeah, that needs to be sold today. And that'll help boost the money a bit, and also the furniture. I do wish it didn't keep doing these lag spikes, it's very annoying. Some days are worse than others. The last 2 episodes have been doing it a bit. Today's not quite as bad as it was yesterday, or last previous episode. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, we're almost back at the oil mill now. I saw Daggerwin was using the John Deere. I'm not quite sure what he's doing at the moment. I saw him go up that way somewhere. But yeah, we'll see what he's up to. Yeah. It is definitely lag. It's internet lag, I think. I'm not sure. There's not a lot I can really do about it though, I'm afraid. It's just a fairly poor internet connection I've got. So is that running? Let's just check the productions and see if the sunflower oil is running. Sunflower, yes, it is running. All 3 are running, in fact. And that one's not activated, but we can activate that one as well. We've got all 3 types of oil in the mayonnaise production too. So that's good. And furniture, yeah, that needs selling today. Not sure how much there is, but certainly whatever's there will sell. Right, so that's unloaded. We will now go to the silo. Not much clearance under there, but we just about made it. And we'll refill with soybeans to sell straight away. Soybeans are there. Oh, 35,000 litres, so even more than I thought. So that's going to definitely be 2, or 1 full load and a part load of this trailer. We should have time to do both before we need to go and unload the combine again. We go 22,000 litres in this load. So this was harvested probably, well, quite a few episodes back actually. Now he's soil sampling, I think. So that field needs more soil sampling. I noticed there was a few stumps that we haven't removed yet from the top of that field that we're working in at the moment, the sunflower field. So it'd be nice to get them removed, and then we could maybe extend the field a bit more. What we're going to get for the first load then, let's have a look. Should be quite good. At least 50,000 litres, I'd have thought. £50,000. Or almost, well, if you include the bonus, it was over 50,000, so not too bad. And we've got another load to go and get, or a part load anyway. So I'll just go and get that, and we'll go back and see what we get for the second load. Okay, here we are with another load, 61% of the trailer, so not quite full, but still not too bad. So we'll see what we get for this one. Just wondered if Daggerwin is maybe thinking I'm selling these sunflowers straight off the field, which I'm not doing obviously, but he might think that, I'm not sure. He hasn't said anything, but he might do. There we go. Although he would think that was coming in pretty quick. 2 loads sold in the space of about 3 minutes. Right, so now we'll head back to the field and make sure the combine keeps going. It's probably getting pretty full now. And this tractor once again needs repairing. It really is getting a bit old now. If it was up to me, we would change it for a newer and slightly larger one with a front loader, as long as we can still have a front loader on it though. We do need a front loader tractor, I think, as well as having the telehandler. But then there's also the Ford, which I'd rather replace as well with something a bit better and a bit newer. Don't suppose there's anything in the sale. Oh, the combine's in the right direction at the moment, so we'll try and catch up with that before it gets to the end and unload it. So how full it's going to be. Oh, not that full. Sunflowers is quite a slow crop to fill the combine. You don't get that much of it. even into the top of the Korpi yet, so not that much, but we'll still get it unloaded, and that should then be empty enough to finish the field, I think, without any more unloading. There we go. So this field could also be re-drilled today if we have time. I'm guessing Daggerwin's going to be doing the other one up at the other side of the farm. I'll check that when I've moved out of the way of the combine. It would also probably be nice to remove some of these trees here, and then we'd be able to make this into a grass field. I was thinking we could already cut the grass here because it is grass anyway, but I'm thinking sort of drill it with grass. Anyway, I don't want to go too far away because I still need to unload the combine. So I'll leave it around here. That should be fine. I think the combine will finish that area without having to unload it again, like I say. So what's Daggerwin up to? He's not drilling yet. What is he doing? He can't still be soil sampling, surely. Doesn't need it. Oh, he's spreading it with lime. It's lime spreading. We haven't done that for a while, so yeah, that's a good idea. Not sure whether this one needs it, the one I'm next to at the moment. What's the pH like on this one? It's good. So yeah, it probably could do with spreading as well. What I'll do, I think, is I will use the forklift, which is here, and get the trailer loaded up with pallets of furniture. I think I can tow the trailer with the forklift, we'll see. Hopefully we can. If not, I can use the Ford or another tractor. Yeah, I can. That's good. So I'll go and do that. I'll head over to the... well, oh dear. Oh, I didn't look, didn't I? That was bad. I don't know whose fault that was. Probably mine. I didn't look. I wasn't expecting anyone to be coming through a field. Oh dear. Oh dear. Never mind. Right. So yeah, like I say, I was going to head over to the furniture production. Oh no, lag. And get the furniture pallets loaded up onto this trailer and get them sold today. About to sell the furniture pallets. That's gone pretty well, didn't take too long to load them up. And now they're all going to sell. I'm sure they're all in the trigger, hopefully. I think they are. There we go, that's pretty good. One's fallen over, of course. Typical. So I can't get that back over again, so I'm going to have to disconnect from the trailer and push that. Good job I brought the forklift. If I brought a tractor, I wouldn't be able to do anything about that. I'll just shake the trailer violently with the tractor. There we go. So now we have 217,000, almost 218,000 in the bank. So we're getting towards the money that we need to buy a new tractor. If we're going to do that today, I'm not sure. Obviously that'll have to be a joint decision on which one to replace, whether to replace the Ford or the Massey Ferguson. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just saw a notification there that the combine has finished, so that's good. We can get the last load of sunflowers taken to the oil mill. The downside of bringing the forklift, of course, is that it's towing quite a heavy trailer for it here, and it is struggling on the hill quite a bit. 4 miles an hour up the hill, so yeah, it is a bit slow. But we'll get there. I might just cut the video here and catch up with you again once I'm back at the yard, and we'll move on to the unloading the combine. That'll probably be the best thing because it's taking a bit of time to get up the hill. Right, so this is the combine, just at 88% full, so that's fine. We have plenty of space there to get it all in, as I thought, so that's good. So this can go in the trailer, and then obviously that will go then to the oil mill to make it eventually into mayonnaise. So I'll jump across to the tractor now, and we'll take that to the oil mill. So we had a pretty decent yield actually off this field. It's quite a bit, almost 2 full trailer loads. So yeah, that's gone a long way to actually making mayonnaise oil. Not mayonnaise, sunflower oil for the mayonnaise. So yeah, we'll take this then to the mill, and that'll keep that going for quite some time, I think, now. This field in front, the long field, that's the one we drilled with oats fairly recently actually, and it's already almost ready. That'll be ready next episode. And so will this field here, which is also soybeans, so we might be able to get that one sold, although there is quite a sharp drop in the price of soybeans in July. June is the best month by miles. It is quite a short window really to get the best price for soybeans, so it's a bit annoying that really. We could have planned that a bit better. Shouldn't have drilled this one in front with soybeans as well, because that one's not going to be ready until August, I think. So yeah, that might be in storage for quite a while. Anyway, let's get this tipped out, and then this trailer can probably go back to the yard, I think, because it won't be needed again until tomorrow or the next episode. I can say tomorrow, it's not actually tomorrow, but in game time it's tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. So in August, or no, July from June. Right, so the next job will be, well, that Daggerwin's drilling that field over there, he's been spraying lime on, so that will need rolling, but that's really better done with the John Deere. But if we bought a new tractor with GPS on it, that would be really helpful. So I don't know whether we're going to be doing that today or not. I would like to, but only if we have the money ready to do it. But the combine will need to come back. So where is that? Here we go. Combine needs to come back to the yard as well. Get it folded up. Once the planks in. There we go. Yes, I'll take this back to the yard and then possibly have a look at tractors, see if we can afford anything decent. But if not, we'll be able to get on with something, I'm sure. So I'll see you back at the yard. I've taken the combine back to the yard and just had a quick chat with Daggerwin about tractors, and we've kind of decided that the Ford is probably the best one to sell because I don't particularly like it. I don't like articulated steering tractors, and obviously Daggerwin likes the Massey Ferguson, so we need to keep that one for the front load, although I think eventually we might change it for a other front loader tractor, a newer and bigger one which doesn't need so much maintenance on it. Because that Massey Ferguson is getting to the stage where it's being repaired nearly every episode now, and it's got quite a lot of hours on it, as you've seen, not far off 65 hours, in-game hours, so and that is actually real hours as well. In Farming Simulator it counts the hours as actual hours on the tractors. So although 65 hours is nothing on a full-size real tractor in the real world, it is a lot for Farming Simulator to have, so that is getting to the stage where I think a new one would be beneficial for us. But first of all, we are going to sell the Ford, because that will be replaced with another field work tractor, high horsepower GPS hopefully enabled tractor. It's just whether or not we can afford to do that today or not, whether we have to wait for a bit more money to come in from the mayonnaise and other things. We do have quite a lot of eggs to sell, so we could sell some eggs if we don't quite have enough. We're not short of eggs, that's for sure. And of course we will start to have some milk to sell as well soon. We probably should look at getting the dairy to increase the value of the milk. But we can just sell milk as it is, of course. Right, so we're almost at the shop now. So we're going to sell this tractor, obviously repair it as well. And sell it, because although we've only done 8 hours with it, it's certainly not my favourite tractor, and it has served us quite well, but I think it's time for a better one. It's not worth a great deal, but I think we should get about 50,000 back for it, I think, once it's repaired. So yeah, we'll repair it, yeah, and repaint it. Oh, it's worth 66,000, so it's not too bad. So that leaves us with 268,000. Now, is that enough to buy a decent sized tractor? That's the question. We'll look at medium tractors first, because you can get some pretty high horsepower medium tractors. I'm not sure what sort of horsepower. I think the Ford was 385, so ideally we want to be above that or around that at least. It's only 287. Looks like these are all around about the 300 horsepower bracket, so they are a bit smaller. Let's look at large tractors then. Yeah, this is what we've just had, so we don't want another one of them. So this is the cheapest one, the John Deere 7R is the cheapest one. I believe that one can put a front loader on as well, that would be quite handy. That's 388, fully spec'd. We don't have to fully spec it now though, of course, we can always upgrade it in the future. 289 is a bit beyond what we can afford. But if we went for the standard configuration with GPS, 262, we could afford that. And then I believe you can put a front loader on this one, can you? Or maybe not this one. I know you can put a front loader on one of them, but perhaps it's not this one. Oh no, you can. Front loader, yeah. But you can't, you can't have the front linkage and the front loader. That's interesting with this one. You can with others, but it looks like with this one you can't. Okay. But that's still 300 horsepower without the upgrades, so that's not too bad. And we can just about afford that. So I'll speak to Daggerwin, see what he thinks we should do. Obviously there are alternatives as well. Got the Class, the Fent, the 8R, although these are getting beyond our budget now. JCB fast track would be handy. Nice fast tractor. Oh, and there's also, we need a lorry as well, don't we? So much we need. Yeah. Anyway, I'll speak to Daggerwin again and see what he says. So I've spoken to Daggerwin and he said he would quite like JCB fast track, the larger one. Which I understand, yeah, that would be handy with the speed, but the trouble is we can't afford it yet. But what we can do is sell some eggs. So what I'm going to do, get the trailer on again and get some of these egg pallets loaded onto it, because we have got loads. We don't need so many eggs for this production. There's more coming in all the time, so we don't need to sell them all. We'll sell a few, and that will get us up to around about the 300,000 mark, which should be enough then to buy the JCB with GPS on it, hopefully. If I'm the one that buys it, it'll have GPS on it, I can guarantee it. But just Daggerwin probably won't bother because he doesn't use GPS for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I will get these loaded up and sold, and then we'll see what we're doing with the money. Looks like we've made it over the 300,000 mark quite easily actually, so yeah, we've got quite a bit for those eggs, and they're still going. There we go. 334,000, well that should be more than enough to buy a decent sized tractor now. So, shall I do it now? I'll have a look now I think. Daggerwin's still busy with the rolling, so I'll look at the large tractors. So he suggested this JCB here. It's not very customisable though, that's the problem. You can't do a lot to it, it's just 348 horsepower and that's it. You can't increase that. With the GPS it's 304,000, so we can afford that. We can change the tyres, just slightly increase the price depending on which one you go with, although it does look better with the chunkier tyres, doesn't it? They're a bit thinner. Quite like the Michelin tyres, so yeah, we'll go with that. I think that's fine. 304,000. Should we buy that? Daggerwin suggested it, so it should be fine. Hopefully. Let's buy it. There we go. So there's a new tractor at the shop, which either me or Daggerwin are going to go and have a look at now. Depending on who's available first, but I'll take this back to the yard. I won't leave it just abandoned on the track. Don't want that. So yeah, I'll head back to the yard and then have a look at this new tractor. Right, so here we are at the shop, and here is the new JCB Fast Track. So this is the biggest one I think that you can get in the game, or at least in the standard game. Maybe a mod 2 for a bigger one, a larger Fast Track, but as far as I'm aware this is the biggest one that you can get, certainly in the game. So it's 348 horsepower like I said. I'll let Daggerwin have a look at it as well. So it's pretty good, I think. This has replaced the Ford, obviously. I would personally like to replace the Massey Ferguson with another front loader enabled tractor. So either John Deere 7R or another Massey Ferguson if there is one, or anything really that you can put a front loader on. But yeah, that is looking very good. And we've still got almost 34,000 in the bank, so that's good. We've certainly been spending the money today, or making the money and spending the money today, which is good. So there we go. I'm not sure which one of us is going to drive it back to the yard. It probably won't be time to drill the other field today, I'm not sure. But I might remove the stumps from that field, the one we were working in, and then we could possibly expand that field. Okay, so as you saw there, I got the stumps removed over from that field area and the other bit of a few stumps that were there as well. I also moved a few of these bread pallets because they seem to be spawning like mad. I'm going to have to get them sold again at some point. And also saw a few suggestions saying some of the machines we don't use that often should probably be put in this shed here, because this is a nice storage shed and it's not really getting used. So yeah, it's a nice idea to put some of the things that we're not going to be using all the time here, and then they won't keep getting in the way at the main yard, so that's a good idea. So as you can see, I brought the Class Jaguar across, so leave that there, turn the engine off. And I know the stump grinding wasn't the most high horsepower demanding job for this tractor, because obviously it's a cultivation tractor, it's going to be used for that mainly, but it was a nice job that I could do today just to finish off the episode. And talking at the end of the episode, I think we'll probably leave it there. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.